Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to another episode of This Week in Canada. My name is Roberto Wakerel Cruz, and thank you once again for joining me. Let's get started with a word from our sponsors, Surfshark. Surfshark is the VPN of your dreams. Ooh, what a great VPN this is. If you don't know what a VPN is, it essentially allows you to browse the internet in whatever country you want to pretend to be from. So if you want to see what the internet's like in France, you can set it to France. If you want to use US Netflix, you can use Surfshark for a limited time only. And I tell you, it is limited. You can get 81% off unlimited devices, and it's only $249 a month. Go to the link below and check out Surfshark. This deal is fantastic. I use it, and I'm about to tell you why you should use it too, because this Bill C-36 stuff is getting kind of spooky. So if you don't know, Bill C-10 for the time being, which was the kind of content law proposed by Heritage Minister Stephen Guilbeault, Canadian content law, weird law, it's dead for now. It didn't pass the Senate. Now it's summertime, everyone's on vacation, everyone's a little chilled out. But Bill C-36 is really the bill that we should all be afraid of. So this bill is essentially going to bring in what I would describe as UK-style censorship of the internet. It's targeted at hate, but Canada already has hate speech laws. We're not some archaic society that lives in total dismay. We have hate speech laws, but this would go a step further. I wanted to bring up an article that was from 2016. It was in The Independent. Let's put it up on the screen. And this is kind of what Bill C-36 is going to do. So let's put it up now. Arrests for offensive Facebook and Twitter posts soar in London. 625 arrests were made for alleged Section 127 offenses in 2010 alone. So this is a little bit dated. It's over 10 years old. But it's not like the problem's gotten better. I'm sure the current numbers are probably worse, but let's take a look at the one at this Independent article. It's been around for a long time. So according to the Register, a total of 2,500 Londoners have been arrested over the past 5 years for allegedly sending offensive messages via Twitter and all sorts of social media. This is online crimes of speech. This is obviously not great. We saw recently, I don't know if you follow the news cycle in the UK, but if you haven't heard, England lost in the Euro finals, and this resulted in what was called racial abuse to the three players who missed the penalty kicks. And after all this, 5 people have been arrested since for tweets of racially abusing players. It was made to be like it was a pandemic, like it was a national emergency. It was like the entirety of England was like, oh, we were united for a second, but just to remind you, we're all racist. So this is the kind of stuff that Bill C-36 would bring in. Obviously, racial abuse is wrong, but do we need more laws to protect ourselves from it? The RCMP thinks so. So let's pull up an article from our friends at Blacklocks. So, the RCMP said Bill C-36, a federal censorship bill, will be useful in prosecuting bloggers and Facebook users. This is from our friends, again, at Blacklocks, but reported by my friend Alex at the Post Millennial. Bill C-36, an act to amend the criminal code, threatens house arrest or $70,000 fines for any internet publisher, blogger, or social media user suspected of posting hateful content without incitement of any crime. Cabinet introduced the bill in June, just minutes before Parliament adjourned for a 3-month recess. The RCMP is behind it. They support it. Of course they do. Anything that's going to give the RCMP more power, do you think the RCMP is going to be against that? No, absolutely not. And of course, because the NDP are just the more radical version of the Liberals at this point, the NDP also support it. Obviously, I think the Conservatives are going to say that, no, this is another gross overreach of the government's power, but hey, it's censorship coming to Canada, UK style, and I promise you, it's just going to get worse and worse. Let's go to the big story of the week. This was a story that came out that I don't know if it got as much attention as it should have, because it's really creepy. I know people say, China, like a mix of China and Canada, obviously. I don't really buy into that too much. I mean, I do to a degree, but this type of stuff makes me think, oh, yeah, we live in China. We live in China right now. So, facial recognition technology implemented in 2016 by the Trudeau government quietly without asking anybody or telling anybody. A report from the Globe and Mail has found that, in Toronto Pearson Airport and the international arrivals, they implemented facial recognition technology without telling anybody. That's pretty messed up if you think about it. And even worse, reports show and research shows that the AI that's using this facial recognition technology is racist. It's not even, it can't tell black people apart. Like my uncle watching the NBA. It can't tell which black people are which. So this technology was used to find people that were basically here illegally. It's not clear if anybody was ever arrested from it. We don't know. I would imagine not, because I would imagine if they actually did use this and enforced this technology, it would have made the news. I'm sure somebody would have caught wind of it. But this, again, I mean, we're just becoming the UK at this point, which obviously is like Orwell's 1984 at this point. It really is. The UK love being like ruled over, which is just so weird. But anyway, UK, let's show a clip of this. This was a police truck that was on the street just scanning faces in the middle of the road with police officers around it. Let's show a clip. I know there's a clip. Let's roll it.
The front line in facial recognition. Police cameras in an East London street. Everyone gets scanned. If you refuse, here's what can happen.
Don't cover my face, I cover my face. Don't push me over when I'm walking down the street.
This man didn't want to be caught by the police cameras, so he covered his face. Police stopped him. They photographed him anyway. An argument followed.
So what's spooky about that is if you tried to cover your face, you would get fined. So there's no avoiding it. If you're just walking by one of these facial recognition things, you just have to get your face recognized. And you have no choice because the state is telling you so. That's kind of messed up, don't you think? So let's show some slides. They have a slideshow that was used that shows some of the places that this type of technology was being used. And it's basically all over the airport. So here you see, we'll put the photos up, the escalators, the doorways, the corridors, more corridors. And then they show a casino in Montreal. They're very discreet. I'm not going to let you know they're there. And this is the type of stuff that really freaks me out, right? I mean, what can you say about a country that is powerless in the face of China? I mean, we already know Trudeau has said that he admires China's basic dictatorship. We know that he had really nice things to say about Fidel Castro when he died, about how awesome he was and how much he could shred on the guitar and how he was a cool surfer. So what are we doing now? Well, we're going to censor the internet. We're going to control the content that you see on the internet. We're going to really try to push that through. And we're going to put facial recognition everywhere. I mean, the amount of cameras China has is just beyond belief. I can't remember the exact amount. Actually, we posted a video this week talking all about China and about the facial recognition technology that was used in this airport. So go check that out. But think about where we're living, right? We're living in a country with mass surveillance, and that is pushing closer and closer to becoming a China-type country. It's kind of spooky. And especially when you start to think, like, what is going on culturally with China? I mean, right now it's taboo to just even criticize China, I feel like, you know? It's like you can't say anything. You can't even mention that the global health problem, I'm not going to say it, I don't want to get demonetized, came from China, right? You can't even say that. Even saying that is taboo. John Cena can't even call Taiwan a country without having to apologize in Chinese. That's insane. Every movie we make, you can't make Top Gun with the correct badges because it has the flag of Taiwan in it. The Fast and Furious movies all have to be tailored to Chinese markets because they make half of the gross revenue of those movies from China. So culturally, we have to tiptoe around China. Our leaders have an admiration for the amount of power that Chinese leaders have. And it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better. So what can you do about it? Well, I would recommend you get Surfshark. As I've already gone over, Surfshark is the VPN of your dreams. You can get 81% off right now. Unlimited devices, only $249 a month. That is the American price, so you should do some conversion. I think it's about $310 a month, but that's nothing. I'm telling you, other VPNs, those other guys, it's like $10 a month, and you get limited devices. Surfshark, on the other hand, just brought it to you straight. Big, nice, easy deals. Put it on your computer and protect yourself from tyranny. I'm serious. It's getting pretty spooky out there. I don't know if you noticed, I was a little tapped out from the news cycle this week. I am on vacation, but I did want to do the episode because I couldn't think of skipping an episode of this show. I love you guys, and I hope you come back next week. I hope I didn't scare or bore you with this episode. I'm in vacation mode. I haven't had to think or speak for 5 days, and I hope I won't have to for the next 5. My name is Roberto Wickrell Cruz. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good night.